Alright guys, so today we're going to talk about Jeff Horn versus Gary Corcoran, whatever, I think that's how you say his name. We're going to talk about this because we're going to talk about this fight because there's nothing else going on in boxing right now. I mean, right now, boxing sometimes there are times where you'll go and read articles, and there's a bunch of articles, and there's a bunch of stuff that I can make a video of, but as of right now, there isn't anything to talk about. I've already talked about everything I needed to talk about Deontay Wilder and about every other fighter. I haven't really been talking about other weight divisions and other upcoming fights. Now, Jeff Horn is going to be defending his belt against this bum. I call him a bum because I never heard of him. And the reason I make videos like this saying that this is a bum fight and this is a cherry pick fight is not because I don't like the guy. It has nothing to do with that. It's because I am against guys, specifically world champions, defending their belts against nothing but bums. I don't like that. And that's why you always see me crucify champions defending their belts against nothing but bums. Now, this is his first title defense, and it's against a guy I never heard of. Nobody ever heard of Gary Corcoran. Nobody ever heard of this guy. Another reason why I do this is because if this was Errol Spence Jr., the guy who's supposed to be the best welterweight at 147, if this was Errol Spence Jr. defending his belt against Gary Corcoran, against this Gary fella, he would have been crucified. I know he would have been crucified because he is held in a high standard, Errol Spence Jr. So they would have crucified him. You see every channel saying, why is Errol Spence Jr. the supposedly next best, the supposedly best welterweight fighting this guy, defending his IBF strap against this guy. If this was Keith Thurman, people will crucify Keith Thurman. Why? Because Keith Thurman is set in a high standard. So we're not going to not crucify Jeff Horn for defending his belt against this guy. It doesn't work like that. This is a cherry pick fight. It's an easy fight for Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn will win this fight, and he will win it easily. Easily. You know what I'm saying? I gave him props when he beat Manny Pacquiao. I gave him props because Manny Pacquiao cherry picked him. Manny Pacquiao cherry picked him, so I was kind of like, okay, cherry pick gone. Backfired. So I wasn't really mad at Jeff Horn. I was actually praising him. Anyone who remembers in my original channel, I was praising Jeff Horn. I was like, hey, I was defending Jeff Horn. But now Jeff Horn is doing the exact same thing that Manny Pacquiao did. Manny Pacquiao cherry-picked you, Jeff Horn, and now you're cherry-picking this bum. You cherry-picking this bum. Really? Let's just compare Errol Spence Jr.'s first title defense to Jeff Horn first title defense. Errol Spence Jr. is defending his belt against his IBF strap against Lamont Peterson. Lamont Peterson is a guy who has only lost to world-class fighters. Lamont Peterson lost to guys like Timothy Bradley. Was in a close fight with Amir Khan. Lucas Matisse. Danny Garcia. All these guys were top guys when he fought them. And a lot of them are still top guys. He's a guy who's always, even if he's losing a fight, a lot of people thought he beat Danny Garcia. So he's a guy that he's a credible first title defense for anybody. I would be giving Jeff Horn credit if he were to defend his belt against someone like Lamont Peterson. Now just compare that, a guy who's known in boxing like Lamont Peterson, to someone like Gary Corcoran, that this guy's defending his WBO welterweight strap. Let's be real. Everyone is going to be giving Errol Spence Jr. way more credit for defending his IBF strap against Lamont Peterson than what Jeff Horn's doing. Because no one knows Gary Corcoran. No one knows this guy. I can't even pronounce his last name. No one knows this guy. Nobody knows you. Nobody. Even guys from the UK don't know who this Gary guy is. That means if guys from your own backyard don't know who you are, then what do you think American fans? No American fan knows who this Gary guy is. Nobody. Nobody knows who this guy is. No American guy. Ain't nobody in the United States know who Gary is. Nobody. Who Gary? Who Gary? This is a cherry pick fight for an easy hometown, easy title defense. And you want to know what's funny? When Jeff Horn first became champion, I made a video saying Jeff Horn better not hide out in Australia defending his belt against bums. Because a lot of times this is what happens. A lot of times when a fighter wins a belt, a guy who's not from America, when he wins a belt, he hides out in his country and he defends his belt against nothing but bums. Just ask Terry Flanagan, who's from the UK. Terry Flanagan won a belt at, I believe, 135, and he's been defending his belts against nothing but bums for like the past 3 years. You know, a lot of times fighters do this, man. I'm not saying only foreign fighters. Guys from the United States do this too, but a lot of guys who aren't from the U.S. also do this. You know, a lot of guys, like even guys from Germany, they'll win a belt and they'll defend it against nothing but bums in like Germany and shit. I mean, look at Arthur Abraham. Arthur Abraham, when he was a champion at 168, he was defending his belt against bums until he lost to Roberto Ramirez. So, and I said, Jeff Horn, I like you, Jeff Horn. You better not be that guy. You better not do that. But so right now, he's starting off really badly with me because he's defending his belt against this nobody. Matter of fact, I hope this Gary dude wins. I hope he wins just so his cherry pick fight backfires on him. Just like when Manny Pacquiao's backfired on him when he picked Jeff Horn as an easy title defense. I hope this backfires on Jeff Horn. I hope this Gary dude that I never even heard of defeats you, Jeff Horn, because I'm disgusted that you're defending your belt against this dude. Disgusted. Absolutely disgusted. Won't give you no credit for it. I'm not going to give you credit for being a guy I never heard of. Why would I give you credit? Absolutely no credit. And that's all I have to say, guys. Go ahead, dislike the video. I don't care. McGregor's out.